I remember the night it all began. The streets of Enugu were quiet, the usual bustle of the city reduced to the occasional hum of a passing car. I had just closed my shop for the night when I saw Chinaza, my neighbor, moving stealthily through the shadows. It was unusual for her to be out this late, and my curiosity got the best of me. I followed her at a safe distance, careful not to be seen. Chinaza was a yogurt vendor, one of the many who sold by the school gates. But lately, business had been terrible for her. A new competitor, Ama, had taken over the market, and everyone preferred her yogurt to the rest. It wasn't long before rumors started circulating. Some said Ama had a secret ingredient, something special that made her yogurt creamier and more delicious than the others. Chinaza was determined to find out what it was. That night, she crept into Ama's compound, hiding in the shadows near the kitchen window. I found my own hiding spot not far from her, watching in silence. Inside, Ama stood before a table filled with empty plastic bottles, ready to be filled for the next day's sales. My heart pounded as I watched, unsure of what was about to unfold. Chinaza fled the scene and I followed suit, both of us too shocked to process what we had just witnessed. When I caught up with her at the end of the street, she was panting heavily, her face pale under the dim street lights. "This woman is evil," she whispered. "She's been feeding us her own milk, and we've been drinking it without knowing." That night, neither of us slept. I knew Chinaza was weighing her options. Should she expose Ama? Would people even believe her without proof? She had lost too much already. This was her chance to get her business back. The next night, Chinaza returned to Ama's compound, this time with her phone ready to record. I chose not to follow. Some things were too dark to witness twice. By morning, the city was on fire with gossip. The video had spread like a Amatan fire, forwarded from one phone to another, talked about in every shop, every home. The news even reached the local television stations. People watched in horror as Ama was caught in the act, filling her yogurt bottles with her breast milk. The betrayal felt personal. This was a woman they trusted, whose business they had supported. Ama's downfall was swift. She was arrested that same afternoon for endangering public health. Her shop was closed indefinitely, and her children were taken to an orphanage, since she had no immediate family to care for them. The same customers who once swore by her yogurt now spat her name like it was poison. When I saw Chinaza later that day, she looked neither happy nor victorious. She sat quietly by her empty shop, staring into nothingness. When I approached, she shook her head and sighed. "I should have never helped her in the first place," she muttered. And maybe she was right. Maybe kindness, when given to the wrong person, becomes a seed for betrayal.